Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode on our Budget Mini Clubman. So where are we up to at the moment? The last episode I left you, I got pretty much the A panels with my first sort of check of what I need to do. I've DA'd the front of it all the way down, started quite a bit of filler work and prep work on the bonnet, a few minor areas and stuff, very light skimp of filler I've needed to put on the A panels just to get a few minor dents out. That's purely because I didn't have the correct tooling. That probably wouldn't have needed to be done if I had the correct tools. But thankfully, when it comes to door skins, Sam, who you would have seen in the Midas project, he's actually ordered a door skinning tool and he has offered for me to use it. So I'm really quite grateful for that, because I'm not the best at filler work. I do find it quite hard. I'm obviously going to learn a lot by doing this, but if I haven't got a filler on my doors as well and stuff like that, it's just going to save so much more time. Where do I want to get to in the next really few episodes? I'd like to get to a point where I can put the first coat of primer on the car, for two reasons. It shows where high and low spots are. It shows really how good I've got the first sort of load of prep, I guess. And it also puts the car in one colour, which is awesome. You might notice as well, got my lockdown haircut, courtesy of the other half, so I'm really quite happy with that. It feels lots better working in the workshop now. Yeah, we've got plenty to do. So what I'll do is I'll set you guys up. I'm going to DA the roof, I'm going to DA the sides, yeah, and we'll go from there really. We'll see where we get with it. Hopefully we won't find any gremlins. The quarter that I put on should be fine, and the quarter on the other side, like I showed you in the previous episode, I gave you a quick walk around. Does need a bit of work, but let's see what the DA brings up. It might smooth it off nicely. Yeah, and then let's carry on going really. I will put in the order soon for the primer and the paint, so it's here. I've been chatting with Sam and Tony. They've done quite a bit of paintwork on their cars recently, and obviously we all collaborated to try and get the Midas done, and that was a really important build. So we've all sort of bounced ideas off each other, and yeah, I think between us all and me personally, I might paint the boot lid maybe first, and that's a small panel I can put away if it goes right, and it really will show how my level of prep's going and if I'm in the right direction. So what I'm probably going to do is, yeah, give the boot lid a good coat of paint, yeah, and like I say, see where we're at. It'd be exciting to see if it goes right. It'll be a massive confidence boost. But yeah, at the end of the day, the whole car's gonna get prime grey. As long as I make note of how many layers of paint I'm putting on stuff, it should in theory be fine. So yeah, without further ado, let's get stuck into this sanding course of episodes, I guess. And yeah, I'm really sorry if it's quite boring, but it's one of those must-have things. What I'll do is I'll set you guys up on a time lapse, and I'll keep cutting in every now and then, and you guys will see me where I'm up to and what I found, and hopefully I won't find anything, but you never know. It is a classic car. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, so that's the roof pretty much DA'd off. I've got to go around sort of the edges a little bit more. What have I found? I've got a few more dents than I thought. I've got one here. So yeah, one there, and there's another one a bit further back. There's like three in a row, like dink, dink, dink. So get that sorted. There's a bit of corrosion here that I cure rusted. I want to get stuck in there a little bit more really and get that right out, get all that spare metal around the edge there. But other than that, I've not noticed tremendously. This was the same, this was some surface rust. Obviously when I got the car, I went around it and had a bit of a look. But I'm going to get in there, dig this right out, bare metal it, cure rust everything. Then we start playing with some things, some primers and stuff. I don't really know what that is. It's like someone's welded something from the inside. It's like a screw or peg. Don't really know what that is. Obviously this is another part of the section of the gutter I need to repair. Someone's already repaired a bit by the looks of it. So it shouldn't take too long. Here is where I did a quick repair. That's still really nice and smooth. I might go over with a bit of stopper just to get it perfect. There's still a little slight indent in there, but that's not too bad. I mainly went over that again to get the 80 grit scratches out. Same here, this is where the aerial used to be. Might need a fine bit of filler, but really not too bad. The rest of the car it's in really good shape. So what I'll do is I'll get these quarters and the back to the same as this, and then we'll go around with the filler, and then we'll go around with the hand sanding pad. One thing I have invested in, I don't know if I introduced it in the last episode, it was this. So this is a 150mm basically sanding block. Again, I learnt this and asked Mark Draper about it in Keith Miller's channel, Classic Mini Workshop, and yeah, off eBay, so much easier for sanding repairs flat. It's better than a block. You can use your discs. It's more cost effective for me because I always want the discs, they're better. I'm on the didnt on this, but this is so much easier to use. I'm really impressed with it. So once again, Mike, thank you for showing me the way with that. That's really good. So yeah, let's get on with the rest of it now. It's daunting. So I'm done all the way down there and the aid off here. What have I found? Found a slight dent there. You can see where obviously it's still primer, you can see there's like a circle there. Slight dent there, looks like someone's filled one there, and that's perfect. This area here is going to need a bit of stopper in, where they've done that repair like I mentioned, and not quite finished it, I think is the best way to put it. But the rest of it, I'm hoping it'll come out. It don't seem too bad. All the way down here, fine. There's a little bit here where I welded up one of the holes, because this is the only panel now that has arch holes in it. So there's a little bit there, and a little bit of stopper in there, and the same there. But other than that, not very too bad. Obviously, I've replaced this door slip, so I need to finish off the filler work this end, and the slight mark there in it. But other than that, this was one thing I was a bit baffled by. Obviously this is a factory marking, but if anyone could shed any light on what that means, what it is, if I can get it again, so I can make the car maybe look authentic or something, and try and put fun factory stickers back on it. But obviously it's going to have to come off the paint. But yeah, it's one of them. But we're getting there, and that's our goal. Lovely. But yeah, we're getting there. Pretty much sorted here. A little mark there to sort. This wing's done. Scuttle's done. A little bit of stopper where I bashed it with the bonnet a few times. Bonnet is where it is going to be for now. I think I'm going to put a bit of stopper in it and prime it. Don't think I'm going to go much further with it as it is now, because I think I'll just waste materials. I need to prime it to see where I'm at. But yeah, I'm not too worried by it now. Well, yeah, I'll say that. Loads of work, but yeah, the back end, I need to finish around here. I need to blend it nice. Now I've got some proper sanding discs and stuff. So what I've made a big mistake doing is when I did this, I sort of 80s it. I don't know why I 80'd it, but I had to get loads of sanding scratches out, so that's why I've gone pretty much bare metal. Also, this is a Magnum panel, and the E-coating's atrocious. And already under it, on this edge where I'd broken it, welding obviously there, and then I just dusted some primer, and it's actually starting to rust, so hence why I've gone bare metal, and I'm going to prime it again now. I'm not going to leave the car like that. Where I did the panel joint here, you still could see it, and the filler was never going to sort it because it was metal, but that's a lot better now. Yeah, I really need to focus on sort of sorting these out maybe. And yeah, I don't think we're that far off some stopper or some finer filler, which I'm waiting for in the post. and may get a first coat of primer on it. First coat of primer is really going to show how far away we are, but I keep seeing that, and I'm glad I painted the inside, although it's completely covered in dust now. Might seem irrelevant, but it's sort of, you keep looking at it going, well, that's the way we're going with it, that's where we're going to go with it, and it sort of helps. So balance, shouldn't need to do much prepping, I'm just going to key it up. Yeah, we'll see. A bit more positive than I was, I guess, but loads of work to do, loads. Right, I think that's all we've got time for today. The DA's been around the whole car now. Areas that I was obviously completely unknown. I didn't touch the roof, I haven't touched the scuttle, I've not touched the quarters really. I've literally just panelled the car up and got it to a point where I can now start thinking about prep. So yeah, I've been over it now with the DA. Roof's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Deep scratches have come out with the 180. I think moving forward things might be maybe a little less stressful. The filler work doesn't make me nervous. I'm always worried about that being an issue after paint, but I think it's just got to take your time. So I'm now going to go around now, mark off all the areas I need to put some filler. I'm going to mix some filler up and I'm going to leave that to go off. I'll come back to it and I'll sand all these repairs, and I think by this point I'd like to think I'm ready for the first coat of primer, and then I'll fill the car again after primer if there's any areas I've missed, which there will be, and then maybe, well, I'm going to prime the car twice. I've already put that into my head that the car needs priming twice. After sort of the first DA and filler sort of indents out, all that sort of prep, I'll prime it and I'll flat that. Any more areas I find, I'll use some finer filler, prime the car again, sand the car again, and then hopefully if I can get that done in 2 passes, then be happy with it and I'll get some paint on it. I have got to bear in mind I'm on the driveway. I've still not worked out how I'm going to paint it yet. There's been some suggestions of painting the back end first, masking the car off. You can paint them in sections quite easily. For me, I really just want to get the shell painted, and then the big part of it's done. I can really see how well it's going to look. Yeah, but obviously we can't even think about any of the priming and painting until I've sorted the doors, and we're waiting for all those panels still. So I just wanted to bring you guys in. I want to feel as much prep as possible, but the prep to me is so new, it's so hard, it's so new and different to me, and I'm learning while I'm doing this. So obviously in the comments, you know, be kind and nice. At the end of the day, this is the first time I've done something to this scale. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys, and hopefully we'll have some more panels arrived. We can start fitting some doors up. All the areas that you're noticing now with bare metal, the cars you left outside, I'm gonna filler prime them now. Nice thick primer, and it should sort of protect it. But obviously before I put that primer on the bare metal, I'm going to etch prime all the bare metal areas, because obviously we don't want rust coming back. So yeah, that's my method. Right or wrong, that's how I'm going to do it. So yeah, catch you next one, guys. Stay safe. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We've noticed on all of our stats and stuff that there's loads of people that are viewing that aren't subscribed, so please consider subscribing, because you know your contribution to the channel by subscribing boosts us, it helps us, and your contributions within the comments helps us to go forward and get done what you want to see, really. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and yeah, catch you in the next one.